Hi everyone, KNWA and Fox 24 Chief Meteorologist Dan Skoff alongside UATV's Tevin Wooten, the one and only.
Hello.
We're looking at all this stuff coming in.
Yeah, we are.
Fine-tuning all the details, the computer models. Obviously, there's still some uncertainty in the forecast as to the timing of the system, but it does appear that the threat for severe weather is heightened across our area. So we want to give you the latest breakdown here on a little webcast extra. This is after the 10 o'clock news. Keep in mind, the Storm Prediction Center will be updating their outlook probably by the time you see this recording.
Yeah.
But this is the latest severe weather risk up to just about midnight on Tuesday night, April Fools. No joking around here. We've got a strong system on the way. Look at our severe weather risk Wednesday evening. That highlighted area, as Tevin and I know, is what we call a slight risk. Now, a slight risk might be a little misleading in terms of slight in the English language. We don't mean a slight risk of severe thunderstorms as in, hey, they may happen, they may not. Slight risk basically is the verbiage that the Storm Prediction Center uses and says, you know what, there's going to be thunderstorms, just not a whole lot of them.
Exactly.
But we're going to be seeing this most likely upgraded to a moderate.
More than likely, yeah, especially by Wednesday evening.
Yeah, when they update the latest risk. So we're going to zoom out a little more. I ovaled a little area, what we call an enhanced severe weather threat. Notice how that is in yellow, in orange, and it looks like that could be a portion of the moderate risk. So northeast Oklahoma, western sections of northwest Arkansas, eastern Oklahoma, under the threat for severe weather. This is a rather large area for that severe weather threat on Wednesday, and here is going to be our setup. We have warm, humid air that is surging up from the Gulf of Mexico, and Tevin, we haven't been this humid in a long time. By tomorrow afternoon, it is going to be downright muggy.
Talk about these dew points coming in, too.
I know. We're going to have mid to upper 60 dew points, and you might be going, well, that's fine and dandy, Dan. I don't know exactly what that means. And, the dreaded dew point that we talk about, that's the fuel for thunderstorms to develop. So essentially, that's the gasoline for these storms. And you want to know what the gas pedal is. You aren't going anywhere unless you step on the gas pedal. That's going to be our jet stream as well as this dry line and cold front. So our jet stream is going to be racing in from the southwest as that weather energy swings in. So that's what we're watching, and as we check it out, the humid air is going to continue to pump in across the area. Now on Thursday, we're going to have a dry line and a cold front just to the west of northwest Arkansas. And why is that key? Well, that means thunderstorm development will be a little bit earlier on Thursday afternoon. So, there's a lot of people going to the Diamond Hog game tomorrow, outdoor sporting event. I really believe the storms aren't going to be happening until after the game because it is an early game.
But Thursday?
Thursday might be a different story, especially for the first part of the game. So, and by the there might be a little delay, but the storms are going to race pretty quickly to the east on Thursday. So here's an example of what our moisture is going to do, and this is going to be just so extreme across the area. Dew points in the middle to upper 60s. That is like filling up your tank with 93 octane. Let me tell you, that's with some really moist and unstable air. We're talking about instability that will be extreme across the area, and unfortunately, you can see the dry line organizing off to the west of us. That's the boundary between moist and dry air. That's going to cause some lift, form some thunderstorms, and those thunderstorms are expected to form just east of the dry line, basically. And then as we tick away the time here a little bit later, these thunderstorms will begin to push into northwest Arkansas. So we are watching for that potential. The good news is, though, by Thursday evening, as you'll see, watch the dry line really clear out quickly. By Thursday evening into early Friday, all the moisture clears out. Severe weather risk shifts off to the southeast. So as far as our water vapor, Tevin, this is impressive.
This is impressive. We were looking at it just a second ago after your 10 o'clock newscast, and look at it racing in from the Pacific. Yeah,
and one thing that you're going to see is a kicker system. See all those clouds moving in northwest of that low? That is like literally going to push this low eastward. It's going to what we call eject into the southern plains. Lots of moisture, and I don't know if you heard, but there was some pretty sizable storms in north central Texas. In fact, we'll put on some of the hail reports, and there's a new one right there. We'll notice some wind damage. So we had some thunderstorm wind damage, roof torn off a dwelling in Murray. So they're already seeing thunderstorms earlier on Tuesday evening. So this is the way the future track is showing. Thunderstorm potential overnight tonight isn't the greatest. It's a slight chance of an isolated storm popping up,
especially in the River Valley area.
And those will be elevated. Those won't be rooted near the ground. Those won't be what we call surface-based storms. But by Wednesday afternoon, you'll see that moisture starting to increase. I think we hit mid-70s in northwest Arkansas, upper 70s in the River Valley. Yeesh. Look at all those storms that are starting to pop up. These will be rotating supercells. You can see one of them trying to develop in the River Valley. Really, the threat, though, is everywhere. We're talking about storms in the entire northwest Arkansas, River Valley, and eastern Oklahoma area. So we're going to be busy, Tevin.
Yeah, but the best way that they can stay up to date, especially with the Northwest Arkansas Weather Authority Weather Center, is to follow Weather Dan on Facebook.
There you can see it at the bottom of the screen. Also on Twitter, follow under Weather Dan. And we also have streaming capabilities. We can do it four different ways
now.
On our webpage, NWAhomepage.com. You're going to click on the Weather tab. You're going to see Live Weather Stream. Click on that. You will be able to watch a stream from your desktop.
Right.
Let's say you got your iPhone or your Android.
Here we go.
We've got the NWA Weather app, as a matter of fact. Tevin and I downloaded that.
Just right now. It's really cool. You have to do it. If you've got time, it takes like 2 seconds.
Yeah, so we've updated this, and we'll continue to do updates on that. But if you scroll through, you'll notice right here it says live stream. We're going to click on that, and here's our live stream. And so we click on live stream, and there it is. You'll literally be able to watch our live streaming video. It'll show our severe weather coverage right there, courtesy of Ustream. And then we'll also be providing, thanks to Chat and Go right there, you can see it focusing. We're going to be doing live streaming with that as well. So we've got you covered there. Weather radios. I'm going to post a link to programming your weather radio. Now is the time to start programming.
Absolutely, right now, because spring is starting. Right now,
and this is
actually already started, but
but spring severe weather season, April is definitely heightened for that. And not only that, but it looks like the next couple of days could be really serious.
Yeah,
so.
It really could. And we've been watching that for you. I think
right.
Dan's got a handle on it.
Yeah, and we will. And we've got our storm spotters that are gearing up. They're ready to go. So keep it here with your weather authority, and we'll keep you safe.